Dajia I'm Jim Schneider, and this is Shanghai A-Z, a video series about daily life, culture, and travel destinations in Shanghai, China. And, when all is said and done, just an overall, all-around good time for one and all. On today's episode, we're talking about work. What's the work culture like in Shanghai? What kind of jobs do people do there? And what kind of jobs do you see people doing while you're out walking around the city? We'll get to work answering those questions and more right after a quick word from one of our sponsors. One of our sponsors is Obedience, customizable, programmable mechanical ants to do your bidding. Obedience are fun, useful tech creations that serve a multitude of purposes. From help around the house to hobbyist video and photography to deep state level top secret surveillance to everyday sound recording to home security to silly practical jokes, Obedience can do it all. They're like drones that crawl. They can also act as your virtual assistants like Siri or the other ones. Find out the score of the game, the weekend weather forecast, or the name of the guy who played Fredo in The Godfather. That was John Cazale, by the way. He only appeared in 5 feature films, all of them nominated for Best Picture. The Godfather, The Conversation, The Godfather 2, Dog Day Afternoon, and The Deer Hunter. He died from cancer at just 42 years old while he was dating Meryl Streep. Great actor. Watch his movies if you haven't seen them. They're classics. But that's beside the point. Acquire enough obedience and they might even help you achieve your world domination goals. Just kidding. Or am I? These little devils are available in a range of sizes and can even be small enough to fit inside something like vaccines, where they are totally unnoticeable, as long as no one's looking. But seriously, they are available in very small sizes. Just imagine the kinds of things an army of minuscule mechanical ants can get up to once they're swimming around inside a person's bloodstream, guaranteed to be untraceable or your money back. Obedience receive rave reviews from kids of all ages, photographers and videographers, as well as stalker types, private detectives, and international spy networks. The good people at Obedience were kind enough to send me some sample ants to play around with, and I gotta tell you, I love them. I keep them right here in my pocket in case I want to use them for whatever reason while I'm out and about. And I've downloaded the Obedience app so I can control them from my phone. It couldn't be any easier, folks. So convenient. Get yours today. First-time customers can use the promo code Schneider/AntsInMyPants for astronomical savings on any model of Obedience. Obedience. You won't just want them at the picnic, you'll want them everywhere you go. Welcome back. When you're wandering around Shanghai in these modern times, it can be hard to believe that this giant, vibrant city used to be a fishing village way back when. You won't see many people fishing these days unless it's just as a hobby, but you do see plenty of people hard at work on other tasks because, of course, it takes a lot of work to make such a big city with a big, strong economy run smoothly and effectively. Speaking of working hard, have you ever heard of 996? This is a part of Chinese work culture, and Shanghai is no exception. It involves working from 9 in the morning until 9 o'clock at night, 6 days a week. Hence, 996. It's not very popular among employees, as you might imagine. It makes work-life balance a near impossibility. I wouldn't go so far as to say that it's the norm in Shanghai, but it's definitely not uncommon, because Shanghai is the economic capital of China, with major industries that include finance, logistics, and manufacturing. Shanghai is also a major center for science and tech, research, and education. In addition, the port of Shanghai is the world's busiest container port. Now, I personally know a lot of people who work in those various fields in Shanghai, but if I didn't know them, and if I were to walk past them on the street or see them on the subway, I wouldn't necessarily know what line of work they were in. But a lot of employees in Shanghai wear uniforms, so it's easy to tell what they do for a living. For example, every day in Shanghai I would see police officers and other city workers who work to keep citizens safe and keep the city clean. And then there are scores of people who work in the service industries, from barbers and stylists to waiters and waitresses, chefs, masseurs and masseuses, and so on. And I can't forget about the delivery workers, perhaps my favorite workers in Shanghai, because they bring me my food orders when I'm too lazy to go out and get them on my own. I can't tell you how many cheeseburgers and pizzas these dedicated employees have handed me over the course of my time in Shanghai. But I can tell you that because of all the burgers and pizza, I have to spend a lot of time at the gym, so I often see trainers and fitness coaches as well. And of course, as a teacher in Shanghai, I met tons of teachers, tutors, and administrators. Oh, and I can't forget about the dabai and nucleic acid testers, the anti-epidemic healthcare workers who wear the big white hazmat suits and used to be omnipresent during the days of zero COVID enforcement. I saw a lot of them in 2022, especially. Now, I've prepared a short video just for you, showing you some of the workers that I would see on a daily basis in Shanghai. Let's take a look. Go ahead and roll that video clip, Josh. Wasn't that great? The last person in that video was a colleague of mine, a fellow English teacher from when I was an English teacher in Shanghai. My students were adults who often wanted to study English so that they could find better jobs or earn promotions or simply add to their list of skills and abilities. I taught a lot of doctors, nurses, lawyers, business people, scientists, salespeople, software engineers, graphic designers, accountants, teachers, and many other kinds of jobs. Plus, students and recent graduates who aspired to do those jobs. I also taught full-time parents and retirees who studied English so that they could help their kids or their grandkids learn, so that they could get more out of traveling outside of China, or so that they could make new friends and have a place to hang out while at the same time broadening their horizons by learning a new language. Most of my students took their studies pretty seriously. Otherwise, they'd be wasting their money, and English lessons don't come cheap. But their dedication had a very positive effect on me. It inspired me to learn as much Chinese as I could. And I hope I had a positive effect on them as well. Teaching English was never my dream job, but it did give me the opportunity to live in some beautiful and fascinating countries and cities around the world, like the Czech Republic, South Korea, and of course, China. I was able to meet amazing people from different cultures, learn bits of foreign languages, eat a lot of great food, and have some unforgettable experiences. And sometimes I even got to appear in promotional materials and videos, which made me feel like a huge celebrity. Ah, those were the days. All right, all you adventure lovers and adrenaline junkies out there, it's time for me to tell you about Ascendia Sports, a 100% real and legitimate business owned and operated by my friend Josh, a 100% real and legitimate businessman, not one of those heartless business bots you've been hearing about on the news. So what is Ascendia Sports? Well, it is your go-to booking website for adventure sports and activities around the globe. Go ahead and click on the link in this video's description or type ASCENDIA-SPORTS.com into your favorite web browser and then select the country or region that you're living in or visiting to explore your options. Choose from a wide range of activities like skydiving, paragliding, rafting, and many more. Let Ascendia Sports help you add some adventure to your life. Visit their website today and choose your adventure. And don't forget to select Jim Schneider A-Z in the How Did You Find Us section while you're booking. Your next adventure is waiting for you at Ascendia Sports. And one more thing. Did you know that you can watch another Shanghai A-Z video on this same topic, but in Chinese, with your choice of subtitles in Chinese or English? It's great to watch if you're learning Chinese like me, or if you're just Chinese language curious. There's no law against that. Look for the playlist Shanghai A-Z (Mandarin) on my channel and watch any of the videos that appeal to you. Watch them all. Like them, share them, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more engaging content on Shanghai and world travel, culture, and other stuff, because subscribing to my channel costs you nothing, but it means everything to me. Thanks for watching this episode of Shanghai A-Z, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.